Why do you refuse to provide a little bit of an audit for yourself? Why are you not checking in on yourself? And whether it's measurements or whether it's tracking your inputs, what is this concern? And is avoiding it actually influencing or working well for you? Like, is not doing it more helpful than doing it? If you're not doing it, you're not seeing results, then perhaps it's time. It's time to give yourself an audit. And I'm going to give you a prime example. So recently I had a client who finally said, Mauro, that's it. I need help. Like, please tell me what I need to do for nutrition. And it was interesting because I had hard conversations in the past. And I had asked for certain things to get done and they didn't get done for whatever reason. And I've learned in this case to sort of let people get to that conclusion on their own when they're ready. And really my job in the meantime is to keep you going as best as I can, as best as I can influence. But this person finally said, okay, fine. What do I need to do? Please tell me. And I said, the same thing I always say is, why don't we start with gathering awareness? Why don't we start with a little bit of an audit of some sort? So the person said, okay, fine, I'll do it. And they did it that day. And the first thing they emailed me, they texted me and they said, look, I can't believe this. I never even thought about this. I don't realize how much oil I use. And they started tracking the oil and they realized how many calories were in the oil that they were using. And they were like, I'm putting this on I'm drizzling on everything. I'm showering in this stuff. And that's the calories I'm not recognizing when I'm saying, hey, I didn't eat that much. And this is very common. I mean, most people don't recognize how much they're eating, or you don't recognize the caloric value of what you're taking in. And this is just a single example of what you can do to give yourself an audit. But in the end of the day, you need to know what your inputs are. You need to know what to change. And the only way you know what to change is to know what you're doing, measure what you're doing, audit what you're doing, and then of course, look at the output. Like, what's the end result? What are the outcomes from the inputs? What are the outputs from the inputs that you're putting into the plan? And the only way you can make any sort of informed decision, and there's a difference here. I think people just make uninformed decisions all the time by feeling, right? But the only way you can make an informed decision is to know what your inputs are and know what the results are based on those inputs. So if you're afraid of auditing for whatever reason, you're not paying attention to the inputs, you're not measuring, you're not looking at any of that, then you're just kind of leaving things to chance. And then you can get even more frustrated because you can't really pinpoint it on anything and you don't even know what to change. You feel like you have to change everything in that sense. And that's probably not very helpful for you in the end. So the most important thing is take that audit, get to know exactly what the input is, what you're doing, and the amounts and all that kind of stuff, and then look at the outputs, look at the results that are coming from that. Remember, you're measuring that as well. And then you can start to make more informed decisions of what needs to change next.